Oh, what's up, F words? Oh boy, dropping shit on the floor already. How's it going? How was your week? Was it the same as the last week? Mine too. That's how it goes sometimes, you know? Kind of a welcome change in this world when there's not much going on. You know, sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to not have to worry about whatever the fuck is next on the list of things that are supposed to kill us. But yeah, here we are. Episode 6. Episode 6. We made it. It's been a long journey. You know, usually TV shows, most TV shows get canned after like 3, 4 seasons. I'm already up to episode 6. So, what does that tell you? So I would like to I'd like to give a shout out to my biggest fan, um, my biggest fan out there who, upon hearing one of my episodes, this is my biggest fan's name is Mecca, and one of my friends took her on a date, and he played, I believe, episode 2 for her, and she loved it, to say the least. Her review was, I believe it was something along the lines of "This boy needs to get laid." You know, maybe not verbatim, but that's how I kind of imagine it in my head. Um, this boy needs to get laid. So thank you, Mecca. I appreciate that. Raving spot on review. So keep listening. Check your mail. You've got a T-shirt coming your way. You know, thank you, Mecca. Mecca like a high. Mecca shake that Hiney ho. Anyway, this week, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but this week is Transgender Awareness Week. Yeah. So just make sure you're aware of Are you aware of transgender people? Are you aware of their existence? Maybe you just don't watch cable news or something. But for this week, just be aware of them, you know? Like when you're driving at night, just be aware of transgender people running in the middle of the road. They get blinded by the light. So just if you don't know what a transgender person is, look it up. I suggest you do a Google image search before you do a Google web search, and then just kind of take it from there. So there was like this hurricane like Iota, I believe it's called. I don't know. I think it's starts with an A or something. We'll just call it Hurricane Iota, and it hit some. I don't know where it hit. It's somewhere in like the South Pacific. So you know, it looked like some sort of island people. You know, when they were showing like the damages, some sort of tropical people, and you know, you always whenever a hurricane hits somewhere, and there's a lot of damage done. This hurricane, let me tell you, it left a lot of damage in its path. And whenever that happens, and they show footage on the news of like post hurricane, and you just see like this family and they're standing in like the rubble of their home, and there's just like shit everywhere, like walls are torn down, shingles from the roof, like everything is just like, you know, collapsed on itself along with all of their possessions. And you just look at them like picking shit out, like, oh, this used to be my coffee pot, that was my ironing table, you know, like, how do you rebuild from that? I feel like I would either want to just like throw everything away. I guess that's what happens, right? They just like throw all their shit away. Or I would just like live in the rubble the way it is. Like, I'm not organizing this shit. I had it organized. I did that already. It's not my fault the hurricane came through. I would just live in the rubble, however it was, however the hurricane left it. You got the top floor right there with the bottom floor, all your shit's everywhere. I just don't feel like I would have the energy or desire to just be like, I guess I gotta sort everything out, sort all of my stuff out and let it dry. I would just want to throw it out or start over or, move somewhere that hurricanes don't hit. Oh boy, I'm glad we have it easy here in lovely New Jersey. You don't really have to worry about too much weather. Sometimes it snows. That's about it. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, because this podcast is becoming so popular, I've actually been able to pick up a sponsor. So it's kind of cool. I have an ad read to do. This is. Oh, did I even introduce this podcast? You're listening to Radio Rants with Roman Fitzpatrick. I'm your host, Roman. Anyway, now that we're properly introduced, this is the first ad read, I believe. Yeah, I believe. This is the first ad read ever for Radio Rants with Roman. So I'm kind of proud of that. The idea is that I started this project not anticipating having, I was like, all right, if I make money with it, that's cool, but that's not the plan. I'm just going to have fun with it. So now we have, making, it's not a lot of money. It's really not much at all, but it's more money than I was making before I picked up a sponsor. So anyway, without further ado, I would like to thank them, the good people. So I'll just sit tight, and this was not a seamless transition into my first ad. So we're often told from a young age that the reason you fall is so you can get back up. For some people, that isn't good enough. From the makers of crack cocaine and crack cocaine light, because sometimes when you fall, you don't get back up. You get even higher. Crack cocaine zero. Talk about your experience with crack. Oh, no, I'm supposed to read that part. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of crack cocaine. And then I switched over to crack cocaine light. And, but ever since crack cocaine zero came out, it's like a game changer. Like, my teeth aren't as rotten using crack cocaine zero because it has zero crack calories, and but it gets you like that same intense high as crack cocaine and crack cocaine light. But no, crack cocaine zero is really good because also, let's be honest, folks, it's November is pretty much over. We got another week. Thanksgiving's still coming up. But like when you want to get beach bod ready, you don't wait until April, May, June. You start now, November, and you go, you know what, 2021's gonna be a lot better. This whole mask thing will be behind us. You're right. But I'm gonna start working out now, so that not only am I gonna start working out now, but I'm gonna be like committed about it and disciplined. And then by the time the summer rolls around, I'm going to be looking good. So, really, folks, a lot of that has to do with diet and drug use, too. Those are like, it's like, they say about like working out is like 70% diet, 20% exercise, and then 10% drug use. So, what I'm trying to say is that was a long-winded way of saying, if you like crack cocaine and crack cocaine light, give crack cocaine zero a chance, and I think it'll help with your beach bod. Just go to crackcocainezero Shoutout.org and enter promo code RANTS5 for a 5% discount on your order of $100 of crack cocaine zero. $100 or more, 5% discount. That's RANTS5 at crackcocainezero.org. So thank you to the good people at Crack Cocaine. Looking forward to a long relationship as a sponsor podcast. Whoosy buddy. What else we got, folks? I don't even know. Masks. They're gonna be here forever. You know, they just announced like a third vaccine today. But I feel like we're just gonna be wearing masks forever, you know? I mean, think about it, folks. There was a point in time where people didn't wear underwear, and now everyone does. So get used to those masks, baby. But I was thinking that people with cold sores are probably really loving wearing a mask right now. This is just like, you know, they've never felt more confident. It'd be funny if people were like protesting. A bunch of like union workers were like, we don't want to wear masks anymore. We're gonna strike against wearing masks. And then everyone's like, yeah, no more masks. And one person's like, well, maybe what if we just kind of, I don't like masks either, guys, but let's just give them like 4 or 5 more days, you know, see how it goes. And then, you know, if we don't like them in like 5 to 7 days from now, down with masks. And everyone's like, yeah, down with masks. And, yeah. People with cold sores. It's unfortunate. Watching. Now I'm going to get one for talking shit. They're going to come after me. People with cold sores. They're going to come after me. I had to drop off this package, this stuff at a random guy's house today. Business. Never met this guy before. So I pull up and he has one of those signs on the outside of his house. And it says like, love is love, science is real, you know, like, in this together, and, you know, just shit like that. It didn't say like, all cops are bastards or anything like that. It was just like, it was just kind of like a gay way of saying, I'm voting for Biden, but I don't want to put a Biden, or I voted for him, but I just don't want a sign on my lawn that says Biden. So science is real instead, and hate has no home here. You know, it's just like those phrases don't mean anything, you know? Like why would you have a sign that says science is real? Like, no shit. I don't think anyone is saying science isn't real. Even people that disagree with whatever you believe in, like climate change or whatever. I don't think they're not like saying that they don't believe in science. So like, I understand you're trying to use a blanket statement when you have your stupid fucking sign that says science is real and love is love. Obviously love is love. Are you retarded? Like what else? It's like, love is love. That's the dumbest fucking statement I've ever heard in my life. You know? Like, what the fuck? And there's those other signs. People have these signs outside of their house and it says, like, hate has no home here. It's like, really? Hate has no home? You have no... Like, first of all, you're a human being. You hate something. Right? You're not Jesus Christ. You know? Like, hate has no home here. And it's just out there for everyone to read. You know? In case you were wondering, everybody, just a reminder, To all my lovely neighbors, hate has no home here. So I'm just gonna leave this out here so you guys don't forget. Hate has no home here. I want to show up to a house that has one of those signs on the front lawn, and I'll be dressed as like a Gestapo officer, you know, just like in the SS or whatever. Full uniform with the hat because you're outdoors, so you keep the hat on because you're an officer. And you knock on the door politely, and when they answer, you say, "Z Kyle, neighbor, mind if I borrow a cup of sugar? Can I borrow a cup of sugar? I'm your neighbor." See the goofy uniform? So if I could just get that sugar, and not the brown stuff either, the white stuff. I want that pure stuff. I noticed I was gonna knock on the Johnson's door, but I noticed your sign outside, and so I felt it made me feel very welcome. So if you could just get on that. I am armed. Thank you. Yeah. And that's how I feel about that. So anyway, that is the podcast. Thank you for making it 6 episodes. All my army of loyal listeners out there. Thousands of you. You know, I was going on tour and then this COVID thing happened. Anyway, follow me on Twitter, or don't. Please don't, actually. Or do. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology. At Radio Rants Roman, all one word. Uppercase letters do matter, of course, so make sure that all R's are uppercased. Hit that caps lock, baby.